Howdy y'all, how are y'all doing today? So with this video, I'm gonna try to finish up our Jasper beaded Nicole Hannah type-esque pendant that we're making. I waited so long, honestly, because I was trying to give everybody enough time to watch the video, to give their thoughts and everything. I got a few thoughts on Facebook, but I haven't really got anything here on YouTube, so that's why I kind of waited and wasn't really getting anything or what I needed, and so hence why it took me so long. But just going to go ahead and finish it up. You know, there's no sense in waiting. One thing I do want to do that I thought about is I want to bring this under this piece. And I'm going to do it right here, right now, before it gets too late, too far, all that kind of good jazz. You know, which this is going to be a little bit difficult, but that's okay. We're just going to pull it out. And then we're going to put it back. And see, I gotta lift this up. And then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm hoping I'm staying on camera because I'm not paying attention to my camera. Okay. Oh, that didn't go where I needed it to. Down there. Thank you. Alright, so got that. I'm gonna push this back in. And it'll kind of help it sit slightly differently, like more along the lines of what I was wanting. So that's, there we go. And this way, both of these two are sitting on top, rather than this one underneath like it was. So from here, you know, we still have our two little legs, I guess you could say. We have this, which may end up continuing on. Don't know just yet. But we do have to add, where'd it go? Right over here. This last little itty bitty Jasper bead. And for this, we are going to have to add a piece of our 26 gauge wire. So I think I am going to go ahead and continue on with this weave, which was 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 2 on both, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. And I actually do. Yeah. I didn't realize. Okay. Don't this wire goes with this one. So got that. Okay. And so I'm going to go off camera for a few minutes and do a good little bit of this. And when I bring it around, I am going to bring it under, just like I did with this one. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with this weave. And then I'll meet you back here. Whoops. Alright guys, so I'm back. I did a little bit more of the weaving on here. I stopped with only about an inch because I didn't really want to do too much, because I thought about, you know, how am I going to end this, how's it going to go and everything. But so yeah, so that's all I did on it. I didn't do it a whole lot, but I'm feeding these wires through, and I need to go ahead and take the rest of this weaving wire, feed it through as well. If I can get it to, there we go. So go ahead and do that. Try not to kink up the wire if it's at all possible, which it started to. It's not, yay, okay. And I'm just feeding it, again, it's behind these two, if you can tell. And I'm just gonna get it to circle on around, so it's kind of doing the same thing as this one to a degree at least. I'm gonna try to get it to sit pretty low, and that's pretty good. So you see, I ended up, it ends right back here, which I could tighten that up a little bit, but that's good. And that was what I was hoping for. I didn't want too much to be done to it. So, and I also don't want it to be super duper thick either, because it has a decent amount of thickness to it already. And I was trying to avoid that. I'm facing the other direction, so I don't want to talk like off screen or anything. Okay. I'm trying to find right here. Here we go. Okay, this is what I was looking for my wire. It's actually, this is brushed silver. The wrong one. This one. Yes, this one. This one was the one I was looking for. All right, so I'm going to get out some more wire, and I see, oh no, my thing is cracked. Oh well. What are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do anything about it. I guess it's not cracked. I thought it was. Wow, okay. Cuckoo-ca-choo. No. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to coil this a little bit. Don't want to do anything super fancy with it. I'm going to come in, I'm going to get about an arm's length. Try not to have too much, but have enough at the same time. I'll pop this back on. Get my clippers and clip that off. Leave that kind of sticking out so I can find it again. And as always, run my hand over it to warm it up pretty good. Alright, so whichever side you want to choose to do, if you happen to be working with me, I'm going to do this side first. And as always, if I do just plain coils, I coil over here at the end and then I push it down. And then I also go ahead and I take the end that I use just to hold the wire down, and I will go ahead and coil that on as well, so that I have that much less waste. And I'm gonna bend the end down if it'll cooperate. Here we go. And still sticking up just a little bit. I can kind of see it. There we go. Still sticking out just a little bit. Whoops. I keep hitting this thing. My stand or whatever you want to call it. That's much better. Okay. Turn this back around. And then I'm just going to coil. I'm probably only going to get enough to where it's going to be to here. And then I will go, and then I will do the same for this side. And so I'm going to do that off camera. I only wanted to really kind of get it started on camera so you knew what I was doing. That way, if anybody happens to want to do anything like this, you want to see my process, you'll be able to see it. But I've coiled on camera before, and it's really simple. If you have a coiling gizmo, by all means, use it. I don't have one. I don't have the money for one. So if anybody wants to buy me one, by all means, go ahead. I'm completely joking. But in all seriousness, I'm going to go ahead and do some more coiling on this one. And like I said, I'm going to coil this one, and I will return. Okay. So you see I'm still on this one. I did get that coiled. I got a bit more than what I expected. But I'm a big old dummy, and I'll tell you why. Because I've got to add my bead right here. So about right here, I'm going to push apart. And so that leaves a little space, if you can tell. It's kind of hard to see that. Leaves some space in the coiling. So I'm going to leave all this as it is. I'm going to clip this down as close to I can. And the reason why I cut so much of this off is so I can just continue to use it. So you're probably thinking, well, you're going to have waste. Well, I probably will have waste, but I'm trying not to have waste if it's at all possible. I'm trying not to get that, but I want to get that flattened down, and that's good. So now I'm going to come in and I'm going to do the same thing with this side. And I realized that I've got to coil about a 1/2 inch or something like that. Not too much, and I don't think it'll take too long, so I'm just going to stay on camera. Do a few coils to get it started. Tighten that up. Coil my end down so nothing's sticking out and poking. And then I've always got to turn it because I am right-handed and it ends up going in the opposite direction. Flatten that down really good. And then try to get it to, there we go. That's good. That's awesome. Okay. Hey, I'm getting tangled. Okay. All right. You can laugh. It's okay. Ha 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 ha. I like for a laugh. If you laughed, you gotta like it. Ha 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 ha. No. Just gonna coil a little bit. I find that coiling just by hand like this is pretty easy. And that's just, I think it's just me personally. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and push it down and see how far. Okay, yeah, I've got to continue to do some more. Which one good thing about this not being attached to anything is I can move that if I need to, which is really awesome. It gives me a lot of freedom of movement. So think about that next time you want to do any kind of coiling. Freedom of movement is really an artisan's friend, a jewelry artisan's friend, something like that. Something like that, I don't know. So I'm pretty close. I need to actually take a few off. I think I'm going to do one more. And I should be... no, actually, I do need to go down a bit more. I do need to go down a little bit more, don't I? And I probably have to readjust the other one. Whoopsie. That's okay. It's okay. Push that down. So, yeah, a little more. I am an amateur, okay? I am not professional. I would like to think of myself as a professional, but I'm not. I'm really not. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to straighten this out, and hopefully I won't uncoil any more that I already have. Alright, and try to get this wire look decent. There we go. Alright. So now, find my end, and I'm going to thread it. Whoopsie. Okay, let's see how that looks. Let's see how that looks. Not half bad. Not half bad. Yes. Alright, so now here's the tricky thing. To get this to feed in to that previous coil. And to get it to lay right. Because it's going to be... Whoops. Hit my camera again. I'm sorry. Let's see. There we go. That's not half bad. And now I'm going to try to find a hole if my wire doesn't get in my way too much and feed it through, maybe. Yes, I found it. Yay. Yay. That was honestly a bit more tricky than I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't, you saw it wasn't that bad. So again, trying to just keep the wires from kinking up. Trying to get my piece to stay still. Okay. And I need to come in with my pliers, turn that wire a bit. Okay. And not half bad. Not half bad. So now, this is what's really going to be tricky, is to continue the coiling. And I've got to, let's see, keep that down, but I got to move it out of the way, okay, because I'm going to have to coil pretty close. Again, this time I don't have the freedom of movement. I'm just going to have to keep it as close as possible. So now at this point, I'm just going to continue coiling. I'm going to do the best that I can, keep it nice and tight and together, and make it appear as if it's just one big coil and you don't know how that bead is on there. So I'm just going to keep coiling till I match up with about the same amount that I've got on this side, and I'll see you back here in a moment. Alright, so I'm back. It only took me a few minutes to get that finished up to here. I bent this up and I tried to make sure they were kind of lined up at least as much as possible. So now we got to figure out what we want to do from here. And this is, it's kind of tricky, you know. What should we just go around it like we have the others? At the same time, like, we kind of do need a bail. Which end would we want to use as a bail or have as a bail? Or what do we, you know, I don't know. I don't know, but I kind of do like this a little bit. We could, I'm going to go ahead and actually clip this off. Because it did kind of leave a bit open. Having this just straight up like this, it just kind of, I don't know. But then again, I kind of like that. I don't know. Oh, see, this is when it's like tricky. Like, what do you want to do? You're the artist. You're the designer. You're the one doing it. I don't know. Oh, that is kind of nice. I like how that looks. I think that's what we're going to do. How about that? How about that? Okay. Just like that. And that's all we're going to do. Just those two twists. Okay. That is a pretty neat look. Except for it did kind of space out the coil right there. But there's not much that can be done about that. But from here, let's see. We still have to do things with these. And that's a very good, you know, what do we do with them? And then also, what do we do about a bail? We could continue to use this wire. And, yeah, we'll just go ahead. We'll make a bail. So I'm going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try to get them tight. Then across, I'm going to do that figure 8 weave or corset weave. 2, 3, 4. Push it down as far as I can push them both. And then back across. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push them together with my nail. And then across again. And I think I'm actually, well, I've already got it started like this. I was going to say I was going to put these together, but that's okay. So I'm going to continue on with this. So you see how I've got it started. I'm going to continue on, and when I get enough of it done, which you know how it goes, I'll go up to probably about right here, and then I'll bend them in, and then do it the opposite way, which is very difficult, but I'll do it, and then I'll meet you back here. Alright, so as you see, I pretty well have the bail made. I'm at the very, very last tail end of my wire, which I'm going to go ahead and pull that around, and I'm going to cut it. And I'm actually, that's what I was just thinking of, because if I cut it up here, then it's going to be sticking out this way. Well, I don't want that, so I'm going to pull this out a little bit, and I'm going to cut it pretty close. And now I'm going to take, and again, get it as close up against that wire as possible. So I kind of did run out just a little short of where I wanted, but you know, I did the best that I could, so I kind of did run out of wire. That was my fault. Yeah. So now from here, let's see, I'm going to straighten these ends out. And yeah, okay. So now we want to take something as a mandrel and loop it around. And I'm weird. I don't like to use the handles of my pliers. I have this paintbrush that could work. Let's see how it goes. Which I see these are still crossing. I don't want that to happen. Don't want them to cross. So, and of course I do have it at the widest point of this, which I just realized I was off camera again, and I'm sorry. Bring it down and around as tightly as possible. Okay. So now, let's see. Oops. I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. People are probably getting like seasick or something just about because of me. So I'm sorry. Bringing these up here, which I could kind of continue with this look a little bit and just kind of cross it. But I don't want to do too much. So I'm just going to do to there. Okay, now from here, I'm going to have these in between here. So I'm going to, see, for right now, I'm going to cut it a little bit big to right there. So that's a lot of scrap, but that's okay. Because I figured that I would have scrap left of my base wire. I kind of expected that. Alright, and I'm just going to bend them around. I kind of have to bend it out a little bit. Didn't really want to, but you do what you got to do. And alright, that one's good. So now to try to get this one to do the same. There we go. Oh, that's marvelous. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Alright. And that looks nice. I'm liking this so far. Okay. So now what to do with the rest of these is going to be the question. I have a thought of what to do. I'm going to kind of try to straighten this out a little bit. I like my wires pretty well and straight. I'm going to, let's see. I was thinking about having this follow along, having these bare wires follow along with their siblings, I guess you could say. Let's see, get it to feed through. That can sometimes be a difficult task, at least to a degree, because I'm finding it to be. I don't know about y'all, but I'm finding it to be a little bit slightly difficult. Alright. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay. Yeah, not half bad. All right, so just to get it to lay down where I want it, and then get this one to follow in suit. Let's see. And this one actually does need to come up. I'm just going to feed it through first. Just because sometimes you want just something simple, and you know, you don't want too much to be going on. Feed that up in there. Okay. And get it to do correctly, which is, it's kind of kinking up a little bit to a degree. So, okay, so let me pull that back out just a little bit, and then I'm going to take these things, these pliers, and I see where I'm going wrong because I've actually got it twisting around there, but that's okay. I think we can possibly make this work. All right, and now it's going to have to feed back through again. Alright, and then it just falls next to here. Okay, so I think that looks really nice now, given it's kind of wonky, but there's like I said, I am not a professional. I'm just, I don't know what to do, but I like that it has the letter S in it. For Starr, hey. So still, what are we going to do with our remaining wire is the question in hand. Do we do anything with our remaining wire? And if we do anything with our remaining wire, what do we do with our remaining wire? I'm seeing now that this really needs to be above these, I think. So this is coming out of here. Yeah, it needs to be, nope, it needs to be below. I'm seeing that now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now what do we do? Let's see. For one thing, this needs to be pushed back. So I think I am going to, see, let's kind of get this one out of the way, get this one out of the way, and then I'm just going to do, let's see, just a couple of end coils, try to make them good and tight. Alright, and I'm going to end it right there, because that's not looking half bad. Pull this up and close. Okay. Now, if you happen to be doing something similar to this, or say you're following along, whatever, you definitely don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Honestly, I'm winging it. I don't know. I'm winging it. I do like straight wires though, so trying to get these wires to straighten out. Try to get these wires to straighten out at least as much as I can. Alright, and that's not looking half bad now. Alright, so got that, and I do want to get that down tight. Okay. And I see I've got that one twisted again. That one needs to be down, definitely. So now what to do? Because, let's see. How about, because I think it actually looks really pretty good like it is, you know. I don't want to really add too much to it, but at the same time, you know, I want it to look nice, and I think that it actually does look pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one. It's at a really good spot, I think. I'm actually going to, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do a couple of end coils, just so it's pretty good and tight. And I realized I was going off camera again. I'm sorry. So this time, since it's right here, I'm going to come out just a little bit. Just right there. Okay. So you can kind of see the wire is on my nail right there, which I'm going to pull this wire out as well as this wire up. And I'm going to get that as tight as I can possibly get it onto this single wire. Alright, there we go. And then this way, that wire is ending towards these instead of out. So now, let's see, make sure, and I see it again. This wire has decided it's going to come over instead of under. No. All right, and I think what I'm going to do is take this wire and cross it over and round about to kind of hold together. Okay, and then I'm going to cut both of these to about right here. Hope and pray that that is enough for what I'm going to do. Because now I'm going to come in with these itty bitty round nose pliers. Okay, and you see I still have this. And I'm going to bend these around. Or actually, I'm going to bend them the other direction. Woo! But then there's that. And I hope and pray. Let's see. Yeah, you can't see that. Yay. Okay, so you can kind of see it from here. It's ending right there. Whoops. There I go again. You can kind of see it. It's ending right there, ending right in there. But it's kind of hidden. It's hidden from the front view. So that's really awesome. I really, really like that. So now I'm going to cut this one. Yeah, about right there. I'm going to do about the same thing except for it's going to come around this way. So it's kind of holding itself on there. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's beautiful. All right, so now get this wire to come like this. And again, I'm going to push those down really good. And now I'm going to push them down once more. And cross that. And that'll be the end point for that one. So this one's going to end right here. Okay, and for this, I'm actually going to use these pliers. Okay, that's marvelous. Yes. So I'm going to cut these slightly longer to about right there. And again, I'm going to try to do this one at a time. Okay, that turned out very well. And boop. All right, that's marvelous. Yes, yes. Trying to get that down a little bit further. All right, and that kind of makes it stick up a little bit, but there's not much that can be done about that, to be honest. Because, like I said, this piece was completely not planned at all. There was no plan going into this, other than, hey, let's make something. Let's make something based upon somebody else's work, you know. But overall, this has turned out to be a really, really pretty piece. I am happy with it. It almost does make me think of a snake to a degree, just because of the way it twists and turns, and you know, But anyway, so I'm happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you like it. Please give this video a thumbs up if you do like it and enjoy it. Tell me your thoughts. Anything that you would have done differently, or any suggestions you have for future videos, anything like that. Especially, I do need ideas. Give me ideas. So you guys, please leave a thumbs up. Please share to your social media, especially if you're a part of any Facebook groups. And please click on the subscribe button. Should be right down there. And here in a second, you'll see some suggested videos pop up. Click on one of those. Watch those if you want to, if you don't mind. But until the next video, we'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Hey this. So, as I was sitting here finishing up the finishing touches of this thing, the necklace, I realized that I needed to announce the little giveaway that I'm going to be doing to help my channel get to 100 likes, which I'm currently sitting at 80 likes. I want to get 20 more likes. Okay, you guys, please help me out. Hit the share button. Suggest to your friends and everybody that you know, hey, go subscribe to her channel. And if you will comment that, you know, you gained me at least 1 like, and everybody who is subscribed to my channel, please comment on this video, okay, so that I will have all of your names. And what I will do is I will do a random name generator. I will do kind of like what Yvonne Williams has been doing here lately with her giveaways. And I will do, I will have that app. I'll find out which one she uses. And it'll just randomly pick a comment that's on this video. So once I do hit 100 likes, it'll be the next video that I will do that on. And I might do a live video for that. I'm not sure yet. And what would you guys like to have as a free thing from me? Would you like something simple? Would you like something more detailed? Or even, what about this? I don't know. What do you want to do? See, I finished this up. I did add a simple chain, and I just added some of these, I don't know if these beads on the end are Jasper as well, but they look pretty similar. So that's why I added it. You know, counterweight. Anyway, so hit the like button on the video. Comment if you are a subscriber. And also, if you have gotten anybody to subscribe to the video, please comment that you've done so as well. Would greatly appreciate it. And once I hit 100 likes, I'll figure out some kind of way to do that for a video for that, to announce it and everything like that. So you guys, help me out, please. And all right, so we'll see you later. Bye-bye.